So, during hurricane season, people are injured and even killed. Property is demolished and money is forever lost. Hurricane expert John Wayne says hurricanes are the most devastating natural disaster, affecting thousands of people each year. Hurricanes actually cause damage in many different ways, from strong winds to flooding and even tornadoes. So strong winds are usually responsible for the most damage. They can uproot trees, roll over vehicles, and even collapse walls. They can cause structural damage to both man-made and natural structures. Hurricanes deliver massive downpours of rain. This amount of rain can create flooding, and which can cause, as you can see, house damage, car damage, just pretty much damage to everything. Even when hurricanes begin to deteriorate, there can still be a tremendous amount of rainfall occurring. And many people are actually unaware that tornadoes can actually form during hurricanes. They actually are found close to the eye of the hurricane, where the conditions are really ideal for their formation. They occur in heavy rainfall, so it is pretty much impossible for meteorologists to track them during a hurricane. So Dr. David Nolan, professor, he's a meteorology and oceanography. The extent of a hurricane damage doesn't just depend on the strength of the storm, but also the way it makes contact with the land. It depends on whether the left side or the right side of the hurricane strikes a given area. The right side actually packs more of a punch because the wind speed and the hurricane's speed of motion complement one another, whereas the left side of the hurricane, the speed of motion subtracts from the wind speed, so that actually makes the left side less harsh to say. So hurricanes can affect people's lives by creating a lack of water supply. They possess sanitary issues, so it's actually, you can still get a water source, but the source of water there is virtually contaminated by everything that's going on, so it's kind of like a big deal not to drink the water. They wipe away homes, so people have to relocate until the rebuilding process is actually complete. Hurricanes destroy places of works, they destroy schools, stores, and the entire community. Sometimes after a hurricane, the businesses that were destroyed, they never actually rebuild, leaving the people who worked there unemployed, in addition to possibly being homeless. Hurricanes can even leave people without power for weeks and even months. As you can see, a Category 1 hurricane, which is, it's just touchscreen too. Here we go. A Category 1 hurricane is only from 74 to 95 miles per hour, and that's the minimum a hurricane can be. And the Category 1s are the ones that actually can destroy. They have enough power to destroy, just as much as a 155 mile per hour hurricane. Property damage, it can cause property damage or even create casualties. Marshall Shepard, research meteorologist for NASA, says Hurricane Katrina was the costliest natural disaster, as well as one of the 5 deadliest hurricanes in the history of the United States. Here's a couple facts about the Hurricane Katrina. So it had a death toll of about 1,700 people, and it was actually the costliest hurricane in history. It's the #1 costliest, with $108 billion in damage. Not only did Hurricane Katrina destroy homes, it destroyed habitats of the wildlife, it destroyed tropical beaches, and the dust and concrete from the houses got into the water and affected the marine animals as well. It also affected the atmosphere a lot because all the dust and everything from the hurricanes was up in the air, and even the people breathing in the dust and everything, it affected them a lot too. Here's a picture of, this is actually damage from Hurricane Katrina. This is just kind of different hurricanes that hit the United States in the past 100 years or so. There's a total of 284, and only 3 of them have been Category 5s, which is the highest category for a hurricane. There's more damage from Hurricane Katrina. then these are the deadliest hurricanes in the United States. As you can see, Hurricane Katrina is the third in the United States, and that was in 2005. The other two were actually in the 1900s. Some more damage. And this is the top 10 of the costliest hurricanes in the United States. And Hurricane Katrina is at number 1 with $108 billion, and it was only a Category 3 hurricane. Do you see it? And Hurricane Andrew was a Category 5, and it only cost $26.5 billion. So it doesn't even really matter about the category of the hurricane so much as just the force of it. So the cost to repair all the damage done is in billions. It sets the government back a great deal. Even being able to better prepare for these storms would help out a lot. So just by moving people out of the most dangerous parts of the coast would be a good place to start. And maybe putting up some more protective material on buildings like, I don't know, metal or something that's not so much destroyed by the hurricanes. Thank you.